I'm joined by UFC light heavyweight contender Aleksandar Rakic. Alex, I appreciate you joining me. How are you?
Fine, doing good, yeah.
How's your knee doing? Obviously, you underwent surgery recently. When did you undergo surgery?
Tomorrow gonna be exactly 9 weeks after surgery. 10 weeks ago I fought Jan, so yeah, immediately after the fight, 6 days, I did the surgery on my knee as fast as possible to be right back and as soon as possible into the octagon.
And how are you feeling right now? What's your mobility like? Any training that you could do?
Yeah, I start with small jumps. In 3 weeks, I'm gonna start to run again and to box again. I do strength exercises. The recovery going really good. I'm really fast, and yeah, we will see. I think end of the year or maybe beginning of the new year, I'm able to fight again. But let's say what the doctor says and the physiotherapist and the UFC.
And this is an injury you sustained about 3 weeks before the fight, right? So part of you knew there was a possibility something could happen?
Yes, I need to be honest. I went into the fight with trusting the knee 100% because I already forgot the injury that happened. And yeah, 3 weeks happened before the fight in a sparring. I torn my ACL just a little bit, and I went straight away to the therapist, but he told me like it's nothing, it's only the muscle and everything will be fine. So I took a break for 2 days, and I recovered pretty well from this, and I finished my camp with no problems with the knee, and I, going into the fight week, flew over to Vegas with no problems. So I stepped into the octagon with 100% that the knee is healthy.
And the fight was 1919 before the injury happened. Have you gotten a chance to watch it back, and what were your thoughts on your performance until then?
Yeah, I mean, I trained really hard for that one, especially the cardio base, because we knew it is going to be my first 5-round fight, and I know that I have a better conditioning than Jan, and the plan was to pick him apart after the second round, you know, to see how things going, to work on the takedowns, to get him tired, and then to mix things up in the stand-up, because I felt already beginning in the third round he was already a little bit slower, he was breathing heavy, and if you rewatch the fight, my hands were faster than in the first round, so it took me a while to put the heartbeat up. But yeah, the plan was to put the fight as long as possible, to drag him into the deep waters, and to win by pressure and then maybe TKO or submission.
And I know you wanted a rematch. Obviously, you have to recover first. And it seemed like Jan Blachowicz was #1 contender, but now Yuri Prochazka is talking about rematching Glover Teixeira. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, of course, Jan is searching for that title fight, but come on. We need to be honest, he can't be happy with that win. He didn't beat me because he was the better man at that night. He beat me because I beat myself. I injured myself. So yeah, now he's talking, he wants to go to middleweight to fight Adesanya, then he said he would welcome Usman to 205. Yeah, doesn't make really sense, you know. But I waited on him when he was injured, so you know, let's be a gentleman and wait for me, and let's finish this business, because this is unfinished business. He's a true warrior, true athlete. I respect him, but this is unfinished business, and I know I can beat him. And if this didn't happen that night, if my knee didn't pop out, I would be #1 contender, and we're gonna fight for the belt next.
You fought him for 2.5 rounds before the injury happened. What did you take away from that fight, and anything surprise you from Jan?
I mean, I knew that he's a tough guy, and I mean, I fought. He's not the first Polish guy I fought. The Polish people are really tough, and yeah, I mean, everything what I expected from him happened. So he never changed his style. I mean, he do some small adjustments, but I expected everything. I just really expected that he's gonna be a little bit stronger on the ground and try to stand up when I took him down immediately, but he accepted the ground, what was good for me, and yeah.
And a couple of big light heavyweight matchups coming up, but I wanted to get your reaction first on Prohaska's fight with Glover Teixeira. What did you think of that fight?
Crazy fight. Respect to both fighters. Congratulations to Yuri to becoming a champion, and I feel really sorry about Glover. Man, this guy is 42, and it looks like he hits his prime right now. And I mean, how many seconds he took him to win that fight? Like 30. And yeah, I mean, this rematch makes really sense. So yeah, we wish both luck, but yeah, can't wait to come back to get healthy and to test myself against them, because I know my abilities. I'm young, I'm hungry, and I know that I can beat them.
If they rematch, who do you think wins?
I think Yuri will win again. Yeah, he gonna be I think smarter a little bit this time, and he gonna win. Yeah.
And there's a big fight between Ankalaev and Anthony Smith. If Ankalaev beats Anthony Smith, I know you already fought Smith, but would you be interested in fighting the winner of that, or for you, Jan Blachowicz, that's what you want when you come back?
It depends what the UFC wants, and we will see what happens in that fight, and we will see what Jan wants. Obviously, he's searching some ways to fight other guys and not the guys in his division, like me or the winner of Ankalaev and Smith. We will see what happens. Now my focus is 100% on my recovery. Of course, I'm watching the guys in my division. I'm studying them, but I really don't think now on other guys. My focus is on my rehab and on Jan. So, because like I said, it's unfinished business, and yeah, it happened. It was a bad luck, and it was the worst night of my life. And because only me and my coaches knew how long I prepared for this and how hard I worked for this. Yeah.
And you're here in London, so I have to ask you about Volkanovski and Paul Craig. How do you see that fight going?
This is basically a striker versus grappler fight, and I saw that Volkan changed his camps. He's now living in Sweden, training at the All-Star gym. I think I fought Volkan. He's a tough guy. He has heavy hands, and I think Volkan gonna beat him, and he's gonna stop the takedowns and probably knock him out or go by decision.
All right, one last thing. So fans can expect you around the end of the year or beginning of next year, but you're not putting any pressure, right? You want to take your time on this recovery.
Absolutely, yeah. I do nothing by my own. Everything what I do in training. I talk to my doctor, to the physiotherapist, and yeah, I had the same injury 7 years ago before I went to the UFC, and I came really as a different animal after that surgery. And I told my doctor who did the surgery on my right knee, the same doctor that did it on the left knee, I told him, doctor, you did a knee surgery 7 years ago before my UFC career, and I made it to the top 3. Now you did my right one. Now I'm gonna be world champion.
Love it. That's a great way to end it. Well, Aleksandar, I appreciate the time, and looking forward to your return.
Thank you. Appreciate it.